No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Washington football team. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come
I'm back, guys.
Is going to cost him 5 yards.
You know what I'm saying?
Taken down right at the 20.
We back. Shining.
Jameis now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Welcome, guys. I'm back. On the tube. I'm back. Favorite little play. My best favorite little play.
He'll get this one way up just shy of 45 yards.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! I'm back.
Should get all the credit.
Mark, tell him what's up. Say what's up, guys.
Just says, hey, who's gonna make a play for me? I just need something.
Say what's up, guys.
And the end result there.
Don't wave. They can't hear that.
Drive keeps moving.
Hello. They barely hear me. Bye.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Good tackle.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but
good tackle, guys. Good tackle.
You gotta just figure out where you're going.
Let's go. What? Hold on. I'm mad. Where's Simpson? Where's Simpson?
The defensive pursuit was there.
Where's Simpson?
A quick throw.
Good tackle.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's another
man. I'm gonna take the stream down. And ain't on the stream. I'm taking it down, guys. And ain't on the stream.
It shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gibson.
Come here.
And this time the yards won't come so easy.
Come here.
In fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a good illustration of setting the edges of defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
He'll buy some time right.
That bullshit ass win. That bullshit ass win. That bullshit ass win.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Winston. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice shot there, keeping the toes inbounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. A first down throw for Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. A give to Gibson running right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends, it might be flexed out. You got to control the edge. And one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Dad, are you watching the video?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Dad, can I try?
Now Winston. Flushed out right.
Dad, is that you?
And this is taken in
Which
for a
one?
Washington touchdown.
Is that 27?
Yeah. His 3rd touchdown now.
Is the 27 here?
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Patriots 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
You seen Uncle Junior?
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, what are they, Daddy? What are they
Ball
doing?
on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and
When they
5.
make it a circle.
A A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Daddy,
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Up the stairs.
Throwing
Blue white.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
They're just saying, hey, Amari, look.
Connected there and picked up a first down.
Who's that?
All right, number the old simp. It's Mr. Anthony.
Is he old?
Yeah, he old.
And Jones will hit the deck
60.
here, and he is able to pick up the first
Can he
down.
still play football?
Yeah, he still play old ass man. He trash too.
Is that possible?
Nah, not at all. Trash.
Wait,
Now a
is
play
he
fake
my
here on
grandfather?
first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field.
Is he my grandfather?
No.
Is he my granddad?
No.
Is he my grandkid?
No.
Is he my uncle?
Stop. No, he ain't your uncle. He just a simp. I explain to you when you get older what a simp is. You're too young to know what it is now. But when you get older, I will explain to you. You don't run across him.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Daddy, she might be a PS5.
Did I buy you a PS5?
Can this be my PS5?
Yes.
Well, you can have the PS4.
I don't want the PS4.
Will they still play
Back to
football?
throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off, gave great chase, and got it done.
Still a great return with really good field position.
Mm-hmm.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the interception, they'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Daddy, where's the cheerleaders? I didn't see that.
They on the sideline somewhere.
They want to keep those pass rushers honest,
I'll
and they did
see
so
them.
there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A give running right, Gibson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. They'll run with Gibson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Unbelievable.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick is good.
Just okay to shoulder for me.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects.
They won't let me be great, guys. Yeah, Daddy tried about his men getting hurt every play. Daddy getting tired of his men getting hurt every play. Dislocated shoulder, and other people come back. They come back. Daddy men just stay hurt.
The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
What's the second
Well, what mean?
Second.
Oh, second quarter.
Second quarter.
They play 4 quarters in football.
Do they win a trophy at
Ball on
the
the
end?
30,
Yeah.
they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Daddy, how about you play football?
They don't want me playing because I be hurting
Try to
people too
right
bad.
side with Harris.
That is a game, for real.
Nah, Daddy's too old for that. You trying to break that? What you trying to do to Daddy? You trying to hurt your daddy?
No, you're gonna... Daddy, you're sitting here like a couch potato.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around and find an open target. Sometimes you forget the #1 thing, take care of the football.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes our score 17-0.
Can't turn the ball over, guys. Can't do it.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, are so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
What you doing, Mark?
2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Almost. We just have 3 more to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
4.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Play action now, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On second down, Winston again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run again with Harris, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Off play action, Jones.
That's
incomplete, but there is a flag down.
Yes,
so
sir.
hang on, a big call.
Oh, really, guys?
So
Stop it, man. Illegal man down.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Here he goes right side. 30.
It's over. It's over.
10. 5. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, an even 90 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Patriots. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. First down, Winston. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On play action, Winston. Going up top. It got his man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. He's going to go up top again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Off the play fake. Winston. Slide, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. John Kaminsky. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play fake. Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Jones now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Rolling to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Edwards. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Jones' throw taken in by Edwards. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. Jones throwing for it. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Washington on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Winston now. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Winston. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Play action now. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He completes it to Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. He's at the 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Let's go.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.